Playing games on your smartphone is great, but touch controls, they're the worst, and many add-on controllers feel cheap. This is the Seraphim S3. It literally turns your phone into a gaming console, click and play, and that's it. And there's one specific thing about the S3 that impressed me the most, and I think makes this the controller to beat right now. Tech it before you wreck it. What's up, geeks? I'm Kirk. This is definitely not the first controller add-on for your smartphone, but there are a few things that make this one different. Right out of the box, you'll see it's compatible with both iPhone and Android, which I'm going to test out in just a second. I'll show you that. Inside the box, you get some basic instructions, 2 swappable grips if you want to change up the feel of the controller, and the Seraphim S3 controller itself, which is designed with springs to stretch out to fit nearly any phone, with your case on too, which is a big difference. Many of these things require you to take your case off, which can be, frankly, a little bit of a pain in the butt. Not here. Keep the case on. You should be good depending on how deep that USB-C port is. On the left, you've got standard controls. You've got your D-pad, an analog stick. There's also a menu button and a screenshot key, which is convenient. On the other side, we've got the X, Y, A, and B buttons and another analog stick. You have a Seraphim key for their custom app and another menu key. On the top, you've got your bumper buttons, L1, L2, R1, R2. There are no trigger buttons on the back, just a heads up. But this is huge. On the bottom, you have a USB-C port, so you can charge your phone while you're playing games. And get this, there's also a headphone jack. Guys, that's a big deal. Especially if your phone doesn't even have a headphone jack, this can add one while you're playing games. Plug in that headset while you're gaming on your phone. Very, very nice touch. And this all sounds good on paper, but I gotta see if this can keep up with that zero lag promise, especially in a fast-paced racing game. So I'll attach my phone and show you that in just a second. But if you appreciate these no fluff reviews, do me a huge favor. Hit subscribe. I don't have sponsors. It's just you and me, and every little bit helps. All right, back to it and watch this, guys. It could not be any easier. You literally open up the controller, slide on your phone, and line up that USB-C port to plug it into your phone. That's pretty much it. No drivers needed necessarily. No special app needed. It just works. Now, they do have an app that you can use to create a more customized gaming experience, but I'm trying this thing out naked. It's just my phone and my controller, no special software. Now, there is rubber on both ends on the inside to help grip the phone when it's inside. I found this to hold the phone really well. It feels secure when using it, which is huge for this type of controller. Frankly, some of these controllers feel wobbly. This one feels like an actual gaming system, like a cohesive system when you've got your phone in there. And by the way, I also tested the fit of this S3 on an iPhone, specifically the iPhone Air. Now, even though that phone is thin, it clamped in perfectly. It felt really sturdy. Back to my Android, my typical go-to to do a quick controller test, I loaded up Beach Buggy Racing on my Pixel 9 Pro. I know, it's an older game, but it is a classic. And what I found was there's no setup, nothing to mess with. The controller just worked right out of the box. Now, they do have an app, as I mentioned earlier, and it can be used for more advanced features and setup, and frankly, some games might need custom button mapping, but thankfully for this game and the other games that I tested, I didn't have to do any custom mapping. It just worked, but I know that it's all going to be gaming specific, so your testing might vary. Now, the nice thing is, since this uses the USB-C port, there's no Bluetooth here, there was no issue with delay. And you don't have to charge up the controller. It all feels super responsive and reactive to my inputs. The company also uses Hall effect joysticks and triggers. If that means nothing to you, let me explain. So Hall effect hardware means that it should avoid that dreaded controller drift issue that we've seen with many other controllers that just stop working right over time. I know there are other options when it comes to add-on controllers for your smartphone, from Backbone and Razer specifically, and they're great, don't get me wrong. But the single reason that I'm really digging this option from Seraphim is just the simplicity of it all. First, the sturdiness. When your phone is clamped inside here, it just feels really nice. It feels sturdy. It feels great. And second, no Bluetooth, just USB-C. It worked out of the box, no charging, no batteries. This will be game dependent, I know, and not every game is going to be plug and play, but so far so good for the games that I tested. And that's it. It just works. Not to mention the addition of knowing it has those Hall effect joysticks and triggers. That's huge, just for the sake of longevity, knowing that this thing should still work in 2 years from now. $80, which seems like a pretty fair price compared to other controllers like this. They usually go for about about $100. I threw a link down in the description if you want to know where to find this. And I want to know, what do you think? Have you tried mobile gaming on a controller similar to this? Do you have questions specifically about the S3? Comment below. I promise you I read every single comment. I can't wait to see what you guys think. And again, do me a huge favor. It's all I ask. Subscribe to the channel. I've got a lot more cool tech reviews coming your way right here on Tech It Before You Wreck It. I'm Kirk.